Hey there, everyone. Can you hear me? Just gonna adjust the camera a bit. Sorry I'm a smidge late. I was just finishing my dinner. Just gonna see if anyone's in the chat. How are we all doing? We all doing okay? Just checking YouTube and Twitch. Hey Harry, great to see you, mate. Thank you for joining us. Cool. We'll probably start in a few moments. Just gonna see if anyone else is gonna join the chat, and if not, we'll just get on with it. But we'll see. Hope you're all doing okay. As usual, be a drawing characters from people's requests in the comments and in the chat. So yeah, get some suggestions ready. The music's not too loud, is it? Is it alright? It's a bit loud my end, so hang on a sec. There you go, it's a bit quieter now. Doo-doo-doo. That's interesting. Let me see about... How about now? Is the music too loud, or is it... Not that we're here for music, obviously, but it's just a sort of like nice chill thing going on. So I'd like you to be able to hear the music, but obviously if it's drowning me out, that's a problem. So just adjusting it a bit. There we go, that'll do. That's true, Hugh. I am quite loud. But I'm also quite mumbly when I work. I'm usually like this when I'm talking. So... While we're here, I mean, just to get the ball rolling, I guess, because it is like 7 minutes past 7 now. Anyone got any suggestions from video games, movies, TV, comics, whatever? And I'll just make a start, I guess. How we do it here, if you're new here, is basically I will take suggestions in the chat and I will draw them in pencil and ink. And they're kind of rough, like sort of sketchy type things, because I want to try and get as many done as possible within a couple of hours. So that's the idea. It's not going to be too much work, but enough just so we can create some illustrations for you guys to actually have a check out. I'm just seeing what's in the chat. Hello, Amanda. You're into... I'm doing all right, thank you, Amanda. I'm doing great. I was looking forward to doing this, to be honest. I've had quite a quiet day today, and I was like, I haven't done any work, haven't done any drawing, but I was like, oh, you know what? I've got tonight, so that's okay. So I can at least do a bit of work, so that's all right. Even if it's just a little thing like this. Right, I would like the sexy vampire man, please. Hold on, Hugh. By the way, anyone who's watching, I'm streaming via Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so some of the comments you may not see if you're watching on YouTube and vice versa. But this is from Twitch. So Hugh, you're saying you want to see sexy vampire man Astrian from Baldur's Gate 3. I don't have Baldur's Gate 3. I've never played Baldur's Gate 3. Let me look him up very quickly. I'd like to try it though. Everyone's banging on about how good it is. But I don't have It's like PlayStation 5, isn't it? And I don't have a PS5, so no. I guess I'll play it eventually. Right. Let me just have a look. So the character's name is. It would take me forever to finish it, Hugh, because I take ages to finish anything. Baldur's Gate 3. But don't worry, everybody. The drawings won't take me as long as how long I take to play games. Oh, no. I've seen this guy. I've seen him on Instagram. Let's see. Okay, I'm just seeing if I can get a sort of rough idea how this guy's going to look. He's got that kind of shirt thing going on, hasn't he? He's got sort of like this thing here. I might go. Oh, look at that. Something along those lines, I think, with that shirt. Okay, cool. I'll just have a quick doodle then. Let me move this out of the way. Alright, Hugh, I'm doing it. Doing that guy from Baldur's Gate. Okay, Amanda, I'll decide which one I'm going to do later on that one. Just because I did draw a link on one of my other streams. However, that was because no one was making any suggestions and I just drew a link. So I could probably draw a different link. And a Dratini I would probably do, but a Dratini's quite easy. So maybe I'll do both. Who knows? Right, I'm gonna do this guy whose name I've immediately forgot. Zelda might be a good shout. Anyway, look, I'm gonna crack on with this, and then we'll then I'll move on. Right. Thank you for coming, by the way, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm now trying to do these every Monday. Is the plan? Unless you know, something happens or whatever. But the plan is to do them if I can every Monday night. Okay, I'm sorry, Amanda, that you've got to listen to my voice really loudly. Yeah, one day I'd love to play this though, just because I played Baldur's Gate, one of the older ones, ages ago, back on the GameCube, I think it was. I mean, obviously it's very different now, of course. But it seems crazy just how many different it's crazy like how many different like suggestions and stuff that you can like, well, not suggestions, sorry, different options you have in the game, and it just happens. Oh, this keeps happening. Sorry. I will work out what the error is. It will come on in a second. It does that sometimes. Give it a second. Because it's been doing this a bunch lately. Give me a second. Come on. Don't do this. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it lately. It never used to. Then something. There you go. See what I mean? So frustrating. So apologies, guys. Give me a second. There we go. Hopefully we can go back to normal. Sorry about that. Right. Anyway. Back to this. Yeah, I got to work out why it does that. I don't know. It's frustrating. It's because I'm using my phone. It's my old phone, and that's how I'm doing it via an app. and I really need to. It's a free thing as well, but I think what I would love to do is get a proper nice camera to use. That would be my ideal, but they're expensive. So for now, this will do. And I have a broken phone in my drawer, so this is the phone I'm using. When I say broken, it's like just a smashed screen. As you can see, the camera works fine and stuff. It's pretty decent. Let me see here. That's a bit better. So I'm just looking at the chat. Yeah, it seems massive. It seems insane, to be honest. Like I said, at some point I'll check it out. Need to get a PS4 5 before I do anything like that. Though I'm just happy that I'm currently playing on Resident Evil 4, and I'm glad that, because I thought Resident Evil 4 was only I mean a while back. I didn't now obviously, but I haven't thought of it like that for a while. But at the time, I remember when it first was out, I thought it was going to be PS5 exclusive, and I was like, ugh. Luckily it's on PS4 as well, so I've been playing the PS4 version. One day I'll have one. What is his hair like? It's kind of like... Oh, I see. It's a bit more... Okay. Oh, Harry, yeah, I know you've got Spider-Man 2. Dying to play on that. I don't get. Sorry, Hugh. I see what you're saying with the Switch too. I don't. I've never understood people's complaints about this stuff because it's I don't know. When they're complaining that it's not going to be. It's like. Yeah, the graphics are going to be basically PS4 graphics. It's going to be on a portable handheld, right? I don't. Some people, man, I just don't. If I could play a portable handheld with PS4 graphics, absolutely awesome. I do not have any problems with that at all. Just don't get people, man. Those same people probably aren't going to get one anyway. So, you know. I think I might have screwed up his nose a little bit, so I'm going to try that again. His nose. Do his mouth again as well. There we go, it's better. You know when you just get something right, you're like, yeah, just did that with that mouth. Just then when I was drawing that mouth, I'm like, that's what I wanted. It wasn't right, there was something wrong about it. Now I'm like, yes. Yes. Love it when that happens. I mean, I'd love to get it right first time, but I love the fact that it's just like, oh, there it is. I'll ink this, I think. I'm going to ink it because we need to move on, I guess, to Zelda. I'm feeling headshots today. I'm thinking I'm in a pretty relaxed mood. So I'm feeling headshots, if that's okay with you guys. That's what I'm talking about. It's getting like... That's what I'm talking about, Hugh. When you're getting like certain... There's certain things with characters you need to get right. I'm always one... I have to get eyes right. If I don't get eyes right, I think the whole image is fudged, basically. I think I've already screwed it up. But in some cases, like other things, like when I'm doing Warrior Klaus, for example, it's always the eyebrows have to look right, because he doesn't have eyes. But if those... I always draw the eyebrows first, and if they don't look right, then... I think the whole illustration is gone. I think with this case, looking at the images, it was very much just like, oh yeah, the smirk. It's his smirk and stuff, isn't it? So I'm a bit quiet, guys. I'm just gonna concentrate for a second. I don't know where each person is watching from or whatever, but I recently did today. I've sorted out a bunch of stuff over my YouTube channel as well. So everything's got thumbnails now and stuff like that. I'm trying to make it a bit more, I don't know, professional, I guess. I'm just been working on getting it sort of like uniform and stuff. One thing I have been doing is I've been looking at how I'm going to schedule in some streams, and one thing I'm going to be doing is I've scheduled in a part 2 to my Shenmue playthrough. So next Wednesday is next Wednesday is going to be a stream. So I'll be doing a Monday stream as usual, but for that week only, I'll be doing an extra stream. I say week only, but it's going to be an uncommon thing where I feel like I might do some Wednesdays as well, but it's depending on how I feel. Like this thing will happen every Monday. Every Monday I'll be drawing, just because it makes sense for work stuff. But Wednesday is going to be game related, or maybe work related again. But like this, that week is going to be playing some more Shenmue. Because I've actually had people say, "When are you going to play When are you going to play more Shenmue?" And I'm just like, if I get the time to stream it, because it's like, it's not really a priority. No offense. At the same time, I really need to play some games, so I'm gonna get back to playing Shenmue. So if anyone wants to catch the first part before I start the second part, then it is available on my YouTube channel. So go check it out. Also, I don't know how many times I'm going to be drawing requested characters. I think eventually I do plan to do other things. Not that I won't do requests anymore, but just to mix things up, I do have plans to do other things, just haven't got around to it. Yeah, I'm still. So I've got. So I'm just answering some more comments. Um, on Twitch, I'm still working it all out. Like YouTube, I've got. I think it's just because I've grown up with YouTube, right? So I'm kind of getting the gist of what I need to do for YouTubing stuff. But Twitch, I'm still learning. I'm still learning with Twitch. Stuff like. Well, I think you also have to get to a hit to affiliate, don't you? So you can actually have replays of streams and stuff like that for a longer period of time. So at the moment, I'm just focusing on like building up portfolio. You know what I mean? Building up like a audience, and then seeing where to go from there, and then hopefully I can then focus on Twitch a bit more as well. So at the moment, I can snazz up YouTube because I know I can do that without having to hit any certain goal like thresholds. Let's have a look. The hair is the thing that I'm a bit unsure I've got right, but I'll try it. Oh, okay. You know when people are drawing, they're usually like, "Oh man, I have a real hard time with hands. I have a hard time with all this and that." Hair. If there's a certain hairstyle, I really struggle with hairstyles. Hands, I'm actually pretty good at. Well, personally, I think I'm pretty good at hands. That's it, partner. Thank you, Amanda. That's what I meant. You're like a partner. You sort of like hit a certain threshold, and that's how you can then keep VODs and stuff. And I'm just like, I will focus. I mean, I mainly want to do this for. I did want to do this for Twitch, but since the YouTube thing is doing all right as well, I'm kind of thinking, well, at least if I snazz up YouTube as well, I can then, as I build an audience, I can then snazz up Twitter as well. It's at Twitch, if that makes sense. His hairstyle is really interesting, looking at it now. It's like really... I wonder what his style regime is. Or is it just being a vampire? Is that what just does it? Oh my god, really? Sorry, guys. He's never done it twice in one session before. That's new. Give it a second. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, it's so frustrating. It didn't... That's what I need to invest in, is a camera. Because now if it's going to start doing this to me... Yeah. It's never done it that many times. Very annoying. Thank you, Hugh, if you mean the hair, because it's really hard. I probably fudged it now, but never mind. Oh, he's got like a bite here. Didn't know. That's a nice little detail there. Just noticed on the character model. Got a little bite there. Nice. Give me a second. He's got some frilly bits on his shirt, and then I think I'm done with this chap. And then I'll move on to doing Zelda. I think I'm going to be doing a load of pretty people today. I think. I kind of want to do Ocarina of Time Zelda because I like her. She's got quite a long, like a biggish nose, if I remember. And I want to draw that one. I don't know what. Just thought I'd draw that one. Where is it gone? Shirt. There it is. There's a bit of frilly bits on it. Also, his eyes should be a bit darker, so maybe I'll just do something like that. There we go. Much prefer that. There we are. Just a bit of... because I already did it. A dark on the top. But it did feel it was a bit thin at the bottom. There we go. That's much better. Much better. I knew there was something else that was bugging me. There we go. That's much better. Because he has darker eyes. Why didn't I darken the eyes? What was that about? That'll do the trick, I think. There you go, Hugh. That vampire dude. Whose name I've completely forgotten. Anyway, yeah. Guy from Baldur's Gate. There we are. I will look up the name shortly after when we recap all these. How are we doing for time? Cool. 20 to 8. Right. Moving on. No, I will not be drawing Zelda by Bob Kane, Robert. Thank you, Rob Page, for joining us, but I will not be drawing Bob Kane. One day I will draw a Bob Kane interpretation of something. I kind of want to do... For those of you who don't know, Rob and I have a little thing like where Rob and I regularly hang out and watch films and stuff with another friend, and the joke has been that I keep showing a video on YouTube of Bob Kane drawing Spider-Man, and honestly, it's one of the worst drawings of Spider-Man ever. Bob Kane is the guy who created Batman. If you know the story about Bob Kane, you know that's a strong word. You know, calling him the creator is a bit of a stretch. But yeah, the guy couldn't draw, or at least maybe he could draw and then he couldn't draw. Like, he was just like, because he stopped drawing because he just used to pay people to draw for him and then claim that it was his work. But anyway, but because of the fact that he can't draw, there is an amazing picture of Spider-Man that he drew. It's something. So I'd love to do a full body version of that really crap version of Spider-Man someday. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Thank you, Hugh. Chef's kiss. Really appreciate that. There he is. Look at that. Right, but we're moving on now. Let's do a mugshot of Zelda. And like I said, I think I'm going to go Ocarina of Time Zelda, which I may regret. Excuse me. Because I think she's got like a lot of like jewelry and stuff as well. So we'll see how quickly I can do that. Ocarina of Time. Oh, of course, when I put in Zelda Ocarina of Time, it just comes up with pictures of the game. I suppose if I do the younger one, but I kind of want to do... Oh god, it's another woman with pointy ears. Sorry, a character with pointy ears. That's fine. Let's go for it. Let's just go with it. There we go. One Princess Zelda. Not by Bob Kane. Sorry, Rob. Her ears are a lot more like, whoa, like anime elf ears. I thought she had a bigger nose. I'm looking at a picture. Maybe I'm probably thinking of probably thinking of the Gerudo. Not Gerudo. Yeah, the Gerudos. I'm probably thinking of them because I believe Sheik has a big nose, doesn't she? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting confused. N64 graphics. Sorry, Rob. I've only just seen your message. I'm sorry you're not feeling too good. I hope you're starting to feel better. As for you said Zelda from Majora's Mask. Are you trying to be funny? Because I believe that's the only Zelda game where she's not actually in it. I think. Thing is, though, fun fact: I've never actually completed Majora's Mask, so I have no idea. She might turn up at the right end. I have no idea. Never completed it. Yeah. Yeah, right. Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, like there's no Zelda in it. But then those people just be like, it's fine. They'll probably be like, well, yeah, it's no biggie because they'll just assume that Link is Zelda. One of those kind of guys. That kind of audience. Just reading what Rob was saying on the YouTube chat. It's got no Zelda, no Ganon. Yeah, Majora's Mask is it's good for what I played, but I never completed it. Maybe I should do it on a stream. Oh, speaking of which, Rob, you weren't here when I said I will be playing Shenmue again. Part 2 of my Shenmue stream I plan to do next Wednesday. So I'll still be doing these streams, drawing streams every single Monday. That's the plan. But I might occasionally do a stream on Wednesday. It depends on how I'm feeling. Playing video games is the plan. So I just noticed my webcam is incredibly high. Hang on. That's really annoying. Don't know how long it's been like that. I haven't even noticed. Anyway, yeah. Thank you, Harry. It's the speed at which I draw is because I've done it a lot at conventions. Now I have to admit it's thanks to conventions, doing them and people requesting things, and they're kind of in a rush. And as long as we're all on the understanding that, these are just sketches, then they won't take me too long. Like right now, I actually can't see what these armor pieces look. Sorry, everybody. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm sorry it keeps doing this. Let's see if I can work out what to do here. Give me a second. I wonder if it keeps doing this. I don't know what to suggest, guys, so sorry about that. Let me just try and get it back in focus. Thank you for your patience, guys. Sorry about that. Right, what cons am I doing this year? Harry, I have no plans yet. I'm going to apply. I haven't applied yet, but I need to. I'm going to apply for MCM again because I do really well at the MCMs. And I want to do the one in May. Plus, I like it. It's near my birthday. In fact, it's on my birthday this year. On the Saturday of the con is my birthday. So it'd be nice. I mean, I don't have to. I mean, maybe I can, go and celebrate my birthday instead. But at the same time, it would be nice to be like, oh, cool. I can, do some con stuff on my birthday. Very cool. So, yeah, I'm going to apply for that. Apply for a bunch if I can, really. Mainly MCMs, but I'm thinking of applying for Thought Bubble this year, just because I'll have Warrior Klaus back out again. So hopefully I can do something about that. And Thought Bubble is more about independent stuff and all that, like independent comics and stuff. So it'd be nice to get that out. But I don't really know. I don't have a plan. I will be applying to the usual places, so MCM. I won't be doing... and you can hear me. I'll say this to you live on Twitch now and YouTube. I will probably not be applying for LFCC, London Film and Comic Con, just because it wasn't very good. I wasn't that impressed in terms of just my takings were awful. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't me. It seemed to be everybody was the same. It was in the same boat. So I think it was the con. And now I'm doing this full, as in my job now. I can't keep doing that. I can't keep just doing stuff like that. Not to a big con like that. I was happy to do it because Hugh, who's in the chat, will know. We went to Nottingham, and that was nice. I had a really good time because I got to hang out with my friend, and we, and Nottingham's lovely, and it was just very nice. And that was like a little independent thing, and I was happy to support that. But I didn't do very well at that, to be honest. It was fun to do. I had a good time doing it, but yeah, I probably we'll see. I really liked it. At least it didn't feel necessarily about the money at that point. It was more just how much I enjoyed the show. But at the same time, I have to think about my financial situation when doing these, because it's, like I said, my job, so I kind of, need to earn money from it. So I'm probably not gonna do that again, depending on how I'm doing. If I'm anything like I am right now, and I doubt I would do anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Financially. Where was I going? I've just rambled on. And I can't actually remember what I was talking about. Yeah, cons. There's a few I've got on my list. There's something called Mega Cons as well. They're like a sort of rival to MCM that's been set up, I think, but they're like really fresh, new, and I'm thinking applying for some of that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know really. I have to actually have a proper look. It's January. I haven't really thought about cons, but I really probably should. So you can already apply for MCM. So I'm guessing I probably should think about applying for other things. There already was one. I think the Mega Con I was talking about was London. They've got a London Mega Con, which is also in the Excel building. Same as MCM. So yeah, I wouldn't mind trying one of those, because that's cool, just to get back in the Excel again. Because like I said, I do well at MCM and the Excel, so I'd love to do that again. I want to get more comics and stuff done though. Doing Warrior Klaus was great, and I'm glad I got it done, but the problem with Warrior Klaus is it's seasonal. Like, I can't really go promoting it or showing it off until, October, really, at the earliest. So yeah, I would like to get something that's all seasons or something. So at some point I'll do that. Thank you, Harry. Harry just put in the YouTube chat that Warrior Klaus was good. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I think Sai did a really good job with the words, and I was really happy with that. I was really proud how that turned out in the end. Considering I had a hard time drawing it because I got COVID during the pencil stages and everything, and I was the worst bout of COVID I think I ever had. I felt absolutely atrocious. So even though it was only 10 pages, it felt like I was drawing like 50 in the end. Yeah, it turned out I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. So I want to do more comics. I've got some ideas in the works. One that a friend of mine, I won't mention it yet. Rob, yeah, you all know him. I realise most of you know who I am and probably know who I'm talking about. But there was a comic I was working on, a sci-fi comic that I started and then stopped doing, and it's been 10 years since my friend and I tried to set it up. So now we're finally I'm going to do it. It's mainly on me, but it's been 10 years, so things have changed. Like, my art style's different. My ideas of of costumes and stuff look different because it's sci-fi, so it's all whole world stuff. And I'm rambling, but I want to get that off the ground. So we're thinking this year, for the 10th anniversary of when we actually set it up, I'll actually do it now. So that's what I'm planning to do in my spare time. But that's in between doing, paid work. Just checking the Twitch chat. Thank you, Amanda. Yes, it's looking right, isn't it? I'm quite happy with this Zelda anyway. Anyone got any other? Amanda's got another suggestion, but no, I hope you don't mind me saying Amanda, because obviously I'm doing this Zelda and you already suggested that. Has anyone got any other suggestions? So after the Zelda, I'll do another one. Just pop it in the chat. Otherwise, I'll do Amanda's other suggestion. Harry, I could do Charlie from Always Sunny if you want. I attempted a Nightman at one con once. It went okay. But I'm more than happy to do it. I'll have a go at Charlie in a minute. That's a good one, Rob. Godzilla, but the one from King Kong versus Godzilla. Now, obviously Rob is talking about the 1963 film. Not Godzilla versus Kong, but King Kong versus Godzilla. Yeah. I could do that. But I might do Charlie instead, just because I think it'd be quite fun to do a Charlie. Can't promise it'll look like Charlie Day, though. I'm not very good with likenesses. I struggle with likenesses, to be honest. But I can give it a shot. I've still got a draw. I've still got a pony to draw for you, Harry. My Little Pony character. I can't. It's not about the fact that it's a pony or My Little Pony. I don't care. I couldn't care less. It's more the fact that it's horses, and I hate all ponies. And I hate drawing horses and ponies because they're really hard to draw. Bipedal creatures. Quadruped creatures. Sorry, quadruped creatures are really hard to draw. Maybe I should draw Charlie from Always Sunny, but with pointy ears, just so it matches everybody else. I'm glad we're doing alright for time. I was just looking at it. It's only 8 o'clock. Brilliant. So I've got about another hour. So that's fine. I should definitely be able to squeeze a Charlie in there. I think it was something like that. I actually can't remember what the earring looked like. It's a Triforce, but it wasn't quite like a literal Triforce. Do you mean like just a few triangles? It wasn't quite like that. I haven't seen Blackberry, Harry. I keep meaning to check that out. Karina, my partner, and I... Karina, my partner, and I keep talking about checking it out. Have you seen it then, Harry? Is it good? Just checking the chat, guys. Oh, thank you, Hugh. I really appreciate that. Calling these a couple of bangers. Wait till you get to Charlie Day. I'm a bit... We'll see. I'm up for doing it, but like, I don't trust my ability to get likenesses right. But then it's hard, right? Because at the same time, do you want to get the likeness right or the core of whatever that character is? Like, I think I swear I've mentioned this on a stream before, so I apologize. But when I think of the of that kind of conversation, if you will, the Star Wars comic is what I think of. Oh, sorry. The Marvel comic, Star Wars... Let me try again. The Star Wars Marvel comic, I think of that because I believe when it first came out, when it first started, I'm obviously talking about the one where Disney acquired the rights to Star Wars, not the previous Star Wars comic from the 70s. But when Marvel first did it, they had John Cassidy work on it, and John Cassidy's great. Don't get me wrong; I'm not knocking him. But what bugged me about the comic was it seemed that, and I don't know if that was Cassidy or that was Marvel themselves. Someone made it so you had to try and make it so the characters looked like the actors, like it was Harrison Ford, but to pose him would look really weird, and he suddenly looked really off. Then Stuart Immonen took over, and Stuart Immonen wasn't focused on getting the likenesses right. He was just focusing on getting the character right. And that's kind of where I like to try and stand, is make it so you can see it's Charlie Day, right? That's what I want, is in, you can see it's Charlie Day. And that's fine. That's what I want. But here we go. Otherwise it just looks like a guy with a beard. And it doesn't look like Charlie Day. So I keep saying Charlie Day. Charlie Kelly, I mean. Charlie Day is the actor's name. So I realise I'm trying to make him look... You know what I'm trying to say. You got the gist of what I was trying to say. You know what? I'm really happy with how this Zelda has come out. It's looking good. Yeah, pretty chuffed. And for me, that says a lot because I don't normally get chuffed about the things I've drawn. Great suggestion there, Amanda. That's very good, Hugh. Harry, would you accept Charlie Day as Green Man? Charlie Kelly as Green Man, sorry. Would you accept that? No, it's fine. One thing I really want to do again is I drew the cast from... Well, sorry, the cast. I drew Nadja from What We Do in the Shadows, and I kept meaning to do the whole cast. I sold the sketch card now, it's long gone, but the Nadja I was really happy with. It came out really, really good. So I wanted to do the rest of the cast to go with it, so it was like a set of sketch cards. I might still do that, but the one that I did really well is gone now. Yeah. Sold at Birmingham, actually. Karina was saying she's gutted because she wanted to keep that one for herself, but she should have taken it. Should have taken it. Because I am all about selling everything, baby. Needs to be. I'd sell my table if I could. Speaking of which, selling. Just to let everybody know, I've had to raise my prices, unfortunately. But if anyone does want any of the drawings that you see here tonight, they are £30 each. So there you go. If anyone, most of the people that are online now are my friends, so I don't think they're gonna buy. Not that they don't buy anything, but you know what I mean. As in, like, I get it. You probably won't buy something, but more for just people who are watching later on. If you see any sketches and it's still available, £30 per. Yeah, unfortunately, I did sell them a bit less, but I've had to raise my prices, unfortunately, because I am skint, and I'm spending more and more time on these drawings now. Like this one is a £30 one. I can see that already. If people want it, because I've still got to do stuff like, yeah, we're 8:15 now. I've still got to do some shading and all kinds of stuff. So. So I'm just reading what Harry put. Technical question. Right. So I do ink sometimes with a brush, but it is really hard, so I don't tend to. It depends. If I'm doing like something really big, I'll use a brush just because like I can get a more of a revenue of the page. But in this case, I'm using a Tombow Fudanasuki. I think it's can't really. Hang on, if I do that one, I can't even. It won't focus on it, unfortunately. I can't even show you. And my camera's frozen. I don't know if it's frozen on your end, but it is absolutely frozen on mine for some reason. Why has it done that? Oh, it's doing its thing again. Sorry about this, everybody. It's very annoying that it keeps doing that. Give it a second, it will come back in. But yes, Harry, it's a Fudonosuke, I think it is. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correct, but yeah, it's like a brush pen. And I got this one, this green one here, and I've got a blue one here as well, and they're both. Oh no, that's not right. Sorry. Got a blue one here as well, which is the same kind of brand, and it's a Tombow. I don't know what the difference is between them. I think one is thinner than the other, but I just switch between them when I feel like it. And then I also use a Pentel brush pen, which is this one here, all black. But I haven't had to do much in black ink. But you can see it's like a sort of like as you can see here, it's like a brush tip basically, but it's more of a pen type thing. So you can sort of see it goes like. Just realised that probably doesn't look like anything. Doesn't help at all. If I can do, I don't use it very much because it's a lot thicker than the others. I used to use it all the time, but I don't know why. I struggle to use it now to get thin lines and stuff. When really this is like I can be a bit rougher with it, which I somewhat prefer. Like, I'm not afraid to do more, like, little details with this brush, while I think with the Pentel, I have to sort of, like, whoa, stop for a second. Yeah, Amanda, thank you. I tried it. I jokingly say I probably shouldn't have gone for the Ocarina of Time one because I forget she's got all these this jewelry and all this armor. But no, I'm really happy I did actually because it's looking. I'm pretty chuffed, and I think even if someone doesn't want to buy it on the stream tonight, I think someone might buy it over the con season. Although it probably isn't entirely, the armor probably isn't entirely accurate to how it looks on the OG illustration, but I've sort of just. It is technically supposed to be a sketch, and I have done a lot more than a sketch should do, should be. So, and now I need to. I might not shade it because I don't think I've got time. Yeah, probably should move on to Charlie Day. Sorry guys, I might have to leave it for now. Or do I want to shade it? Do I even want to shade it? I think it looks pretty good. I don't think I want to. I might even like half tone it. That's something I'd love to do like properly. Like if I was with you guys and like doing, and I had like half tone paper, I would love to do that. Half tone paper looks so cool. When I was in Japan, I couldn't find any though, which is frustrating because I would love to do some half tone stuff. I do it digitally, like you'll notice on most of my work I like to half tone everything because half tones look so good. But yeah, all done digitally. I don't really do it with real half tones because I don't have access to them. But I'd love to do that. Anyway, yeah, I think I might half tone this digitally, obviously. I don't know. Do I want to quickly? Sorry, yeah, Harry. I probably should explain what halftone is. So you know, comic dots. Back in the day, um, comics were like because of the. I mean, they do it in black and white as well, but because of color printing and how it was done to keep it cheaper, they would use like CYMK. Wait, was it CMYK? Can I remember which order it is? But they do that, and it's enough to make as many colors as they could make at the time. And what they do is just use little dots. You would have seen them on comics, like pop art, especially sort of used them. But that was how they sort of made colors and shading and tones and stuff. They would use halftone. That's what that is. So I sort of do that, and it's mainly dots. I say mainly dots. It is dots. Hey, Ollie. Ollie just appeared on YouTube. How you doing, mate? You right? And yes, you're right. It is Zelda. Well, that's good. That proves I can draw. I can draw. Right. But I think I am going to call it. I'm not going to shade the whole thing. I think it just that'll do. Don't want to shade her face. Because I think I'm going to rush it and then ruin it. So we're going to move on to Charlie Day. Charlie Kelly. Sorry. Not Charlie. I'm not drawing the actor Charlie Day. I'm drawing the character Charlie Kelly. There you go, Amanda. There's a Zelda. Zelda specifically from Ocarina of Time. Right. Just getting a bit of card. I might be running out. I think I'm probably going to get some more. There we go, that's one. That's one. Right. Oh, I'm just going to take a sip of water first. If you don't, if you're on YouTube and you're looking at the chat and seeing what Ollie's talking about, Ollie's an animator, so go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. He's great. Stop motion stuff. And while you're on, sorry, I didn't realize. While you're on Twitch as well, if you're on Twitch, Hugh, who keeps commenting, is also a very talented artist, and you should go check his work out. I don't know how you can from Twitch, but he's Hugh Churchman on Instagram. So just type in Hugh Churchman, it'll come up. HUW. Whew. Sorry, I'm taking a moment. I'm gonna draw. Don't worry, Harry. I'm gonna draw Charlie Day. Kelly, very soon. Oh yeah, Hugh's blushing apparently on Twitch. So he should. He's very talented. But like, not that you should blush, but you know what I mean. Yeah, if you, he does like D&D miniatures, like paper D&D miniatures. Pretty cool. Very cool niche. I wish I thought of it. And like I said, Ollie, he does like cool like stop motion stuff. So go check his stuff out as well. Does music videos. It's very cool. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can just click. I don't know how it works. Maybe you can just click on I made this, click on his thing, and it'll take you to his channel. So go check him out. What's he doing, Charlie Kelly? Let's see, what am I going to do? Let's do it then. Here we go. Oh, see, it's like longer here. Yeah, I'm doing the jacket. It's like, yeah, that'll do. It's got all these sort of patches on it. I don't even know what they are. It'll come together eventually, I swear. Try to see his hair from the front. I think that'll be the thing that makes him look a bit more like Charlie Day. Oh man. Yeah, sorry, Ollie, you'll know the webcam is doing this. It's been doing it all the time. This might be like the 5th time now. So I am sorry. It's just something I can't fix. There we go. But it does come back, so at least that's fine. It's something I'm going to have to look into for future streams. It's frustrating, so annoying. But I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to make it like Charlie Kelly, Tony Two Shoes. From Always Sunny. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm working on it. Hopefully it'll come together. I think it's looking alright. It's just that, you know, if you don't know, it's not like, oh yeah, it's Charlie Kelly, like immediately. Especially like, I could make him grubbier, but I realise it could just still be Joel. I see your point. Kid Mittens. Maybe. Trying to think what would make it just like, see, be like, oh yeah, instantly that's Charlie Kelly. I'm making him grubby as possible, but gonna make him a bit more. Let's widen that eye a bit, I think. Actually making me laugh now, so I suppose that's a good sign. Just gonna imagine him being like, you know, that one about the oh god, I said a really early episode where they get him on like a dating website. And it's just, it's not even a that funny line, but it's the way like they're trying to get him to not act so weird, Charlie, and he says something. He just goes, "Well, I am who I am," and that just gets me. And I just imagine him going, "Well, I am who I am." Just, yeah. He does reek, so here's some flies. There you go. I just had some. Because it's like they keep making comments about how he stinks. Oh, poor Charlie. Oh, poor Charlie. That's it. Yes, that's the episode. I won't read the comments though, but yes, that one. Yes, a philanthropist. Yes, that's a funny episode. I like that one. He smells of cheese, doesn't he? Like he was. They're like, "Whoa, what does that smell? Is that cheese?" Very good. You know, I'm actually kind of happy with how this Charlie's come out. Like, I don't know if there's any way to make it look really. I know Rob mentioned the board in the background and stuff like that, but he's not really dressed in that way or doing the pose or something because he's got his classic jacket on, and that's kind of what I wanted. But yeah, I realise we're in a bit of a stump here. Let me think. Oh, speaking of which, I just found the photo. There you go. It's the photo I'm talking about from the episode. It's funny. He is an expert in bird law, so what does he say? What is the exact line about bird law? I'm gonna draw. I'm really happy with this, so I'm gonna move on. No, different show. Different show, Hugh, who just put Birdman get in here. Phil Ken Seven. That's a character I should have drawn. Phil Ken Seven. Loins. I might remove the flies. It's a bit mean. Look at it. Yes, next time, Hugh. Let's do yes. I'll do Birdman characters. Harvey Birdman characters, sorry to be precise. Oh, drop my rubber. Oh, there we go. Go, you know when you get old when you do that noise when you're trying to pick something up. Jesus Christ. Didn't mean for that to be so audible. Oh, well, Always Sunny, Ollie. Yeah, I watch way too much of it. I love the show. I absolutely love the show. I'm not a huge fan of the new stuff, which seems controversial to some people. I don't know why, because honestly, I thought the last series before the last series was terrible. That was awful. Harry, who's on the chat, will know because we used to live together and we watched it together. And my God, that was dire. That wasn't very good. Really quite disappointing. This latest series is better, but I still don't think it's that good. I think they need to stop now. I think it's run its course. But I still find myself rewatching the old episodes because I love the show. It's so up my street. I'm also rewatching Curb Your Enthusiasm at the moment because I love that. Yeah, that's another great show. And that's on its final series, I believe, as well. Yeah, it is always the final series. I really do believe it this time, though. But yeah, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. I kind of stopped watching it. Kind of not forgot about it because but I was like, oh, maybe I should watch it at some point. But it's not really easy to watch because it's on Now TV and that's it. We've currently got a subscription for a while, but I know my partner, she pays for it. I think she's thinking of cancelling it, so we'll probably just rewatch it one more time and then call it a night, I think. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, we watched some of the latest series, or at least the series that was on the plane. It's so good. And I think rewatching it, I'm appreciative of the fact that it feels like it from the very first episode, it is fully formed. Like, it's crazy. Like, Larry David and the other writers are just like straight away, like they just, this is what the show is, and it's, I felt really consistent ever since. Such a great show. But rewatching it, watching that on the plane, and I hadn't seen that series before. I was like, man, why did I stop watching this? So we're currently watching what we can. That's on Now TV. Larry David is someone I should have drawn. But again, it's likenesses. But Larry David is kind of like, you kind of, even though Larry David has this uncanny look where he's somehow just your sort of generic old white man, right? But somehow, I don't know, he's incredibly recognizable. It's really crazy. Like, if you drew a caricature of him, you'd know it's Larry David. Even though he probably looks like any other generic white old man. No offense to him. Frasier, Frasier. I like it, but I never got into it as much as I did with the other stuff. Tony, sorry, I'm just looking at the Twitch. By the way, for people who've only just got in here, I'm on YouTube and on Twitch. I switch between the two, so I'm looking at two different chats. Yeah, sorry, I'm just answering Tony Two Shoes 2018. First question, first comment. Last season of Sunny was awful. Didn't laugh once. I agree. I struggled with that. The last season, even the better episodes were just okay. I wasn't a fan. And my theory is, I think they're just too. They're too involved with their other projects now, and they're like, like Charlie Day is like in Hollywood movies. Do you know what I mean? I think he's just a busy guy. I don't think he, like, not that I'm saying he's the most famous man in the world, but he is popular, right? So I think he's busy with everything. I know the others have got projects as well, but it feels like they're less involved with the writing now. It really does. I don't know. I'm not them, but it just feels like that. It feels like they're less involved, and therefore it doesn't feel like the show anymore. In fact, what I would argue is that there's that one episode where the best bar award or whatever, and then there's that joke, isn't there, where the bar is like, and it's clearly a metaphor for the show, right? But the bar is like heavily lit and like the colours all pop and stuff like that. And I felt watching that last season, that's what they were doing, and it wasn't a commentary on sitcoms anymore. They were that sitcom. It just felt like that, and I didn't think it was that good. And as for the other thing, yes, I did work at Game. You're not wrong. I did work at Game. I worked at Game and I get that sometimes. I get people say, like, they recognise me if you're based in Norwich anyway, where I live. They're like, oh, I recognised you from Game, and yeah, sure enough. So yes, I used to work at Game. I worked there from I think I worked there for 3 years. I actually can't remember. All I know is I worked the GTA launch, GTA 5, and that was in 2013, which makes me feel old. Yeah, I don't know how long I was there for, but yes, you may have seen me in Game. I don't work there anymore. I haven't worked there for 4 years, and now I'm a freelance cartoonist. That's what I do for a living. Ooh, hang on, let me try that again. What's the question? You didn't by any chance working? Oh my god. It's gone again. I'll answer that question as well. You didn't by any chance work the modern MW2 launch, did you? Modern Warfare 2, I'm guessing. No. I don't think so. I worked a lot of launches, but I don't think Modern Warfare 2 because oh, maybe I did actually, thinking about it, because Modern Warfare 1 was out when I started. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't actually know anything about Call of Duty or anything like that. I knew what I knew at the store because we got like briefed and stuff like that, and also I did some research looking at IGN and stuff like that. But really, when it comes to Call of Duty, like, I have no idea. I've never played them, so I played them with some mates and stuff. But yeah, I may have served you because I did serve many people for those launches. Oh, really? Tony Two Shoes 2018. I may have done. Yeah, I did work at 522. That's where I used to work. So maybe that is me. Maybe that is me. Tony Sharman. That does ring a bell. That does ring a bell, Tony. I'm better with faces than I am names, though. I'll be honest. Not that I'm going to say get on the camera now, but I'm better with faces than I am names. So, but you have just said Midnight Launch and 522, and that is enough to be like, I think that is me. I did work the 522 game, so. But yeah, there you go. Bit of personal history there. But I don't work there anymore. Do you still work at Game? I might get rid of the flies. I think the flies are a bit much. Or maybe I'll just have like that just the 2 flies would do. There you go. That'll do. I'll get rid of that 1 fly. Seemed a bit excessive, I think. Just checking the YouTube chat. Harry Ashfield left the original reboot series, left a lot to be desired, though painful. I honestly don't. Why have they done a reboot of Frasier or whatever you call it? I was like, what? And it looks like ass. If I'm honest, it doesn't look good. I didn't watch it, but like I said, I haven't really got a massive fondness for the show anyway, but yeah, even I was like, that looks a bit terrible. So what are these patches on his Oh wow. Okay, so if I know, so this is a cross between the YouTube and the Twitch chats. I don't want to start a beef, but apparently Tony Two Shoes actually liked the show, the reboot. So I mean, listen, I'm not getting involved. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying that's it. Or from what I saw, it looked poo. But I can't. You're right. I can't judge. Anyway. Didn't expect to be drawing Zelda 1 minute and then suddenly drawing Charlie Day from Always Sunny and talking about the state of sitcoms at the moment. What an interesting evening. It is getting really near 9 o'clock now, though, so I might, once I've done this, I'll call it a night, guys. Sorry, it's taken me a while to get onto this one. But I've had fun. I've had a nice evening. I hope you guys have too. Oh, it's like a bird, isn't it? I get it, because bird law, right? Thank you, Tony. I'm glad I finally made it look a bit like Charlie. It's very much, as I said earlier, it's what Charlie is as opposed to getting it like, I don't want it to, it doesn't have to look like Charlie Day, but it has to feel like Charlie Kelly. Do you know what I mean? I think I've got it. I'm happy with it anyway. Which again, I've had a good night. I've had three. I feel I'm very happy with the 3 drawings I've done today. I think they've come out all right. But I'm just gonna finish this up with some details here and there, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Hopefully, someone at a future con or whatever will probably like it. I should put a quote, really. Don't know what quote to use though. From him, you know, do a classic sort of like a. There we are. So a little wood, and then whatever I want to put there. Oh, Harry. Well, yeah. If you want to buy a Charlie Day, that's totally fine. You can call dibs on it. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for coming by. Really appreciate it. Glad you don't work at Game anymore. Good for you. Don't want to say too much about Game, but I'm glad you got out 10 years ago. Do I ever do requests? Yeah, this is what the streams are. I do requests. So in the chat, you make a request and I draw them. And, well, possibly. I've only been able to do 3 tonight. But yeah, that's what I do on stream. And I do it before you go and before anybody else goes. Every Monday now, unless I said otherwise, I will be doing these streams. So not always going to be ink drawings, but most of the time they're going to be these sort of things where I'm just taking requests and drawing them. But unless I've got bigger projects on, this is what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, so every Monday on YouTube and Twitch. Oh, Ollie, did you work at Game as well? That is crazy. Just so many people worked at... So many really cool people worked at Game and then probably got a bit screwed over. Sorry, I'm trying to be... But yeah, I enjoyed working at Game in the sense that I made friends from Game who I'm still friends with now. But Game's a horrible place to work. Not because of the people that worked there, but because of the higher ups, basically. And I don't want to get into any more than that. But yeah, I was not a fan of that company. Oh wow, you worked in the dark times, Ollie. Between, well, no, I don't know if that were the dark times. I mean, when I was working was pretty dark. You worked during the transition between Game Station and Game. Jeez, wow. Ugh. Right, guys, I need to actually call this off. Call this done soon. So what I need from you guys is I need to come up with a quote for Charlie. That'd be my partner. Oh, that's a very slammy door. That was my partner coming home. So if you felt that. Anyway. My big boss was a see you next Tuesday, but my managers and stuff were lovely. That's what I mean. I've made friends with people that worked there. I thought they were brilliant. It's just the company itself was awful. It's just how it is. Yeah, there's a lot of dodgy stuff like that happened at Game as well. So I'm reading what Ollie said in the YouTube chat. Go and check out the chat. Anyway, I need a Charlie Day thing. I don't know what quote I'll put. I might have to work it out later, but maybe I'll ask. I'll ask Karina now she's home. Maybe I'll ask her because she's a big fan, and I'll show her the Charlie Day and be like, what do I get him to say? So you know what, guys, I'm probably just going to call it quits here. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. You could have done anything else on your Monday night, but I really appreciate you coming to hang out with me. So let's have a look, shall we, of what we got, what we drew today. I can't speak. Shall we have a look at what we got today? So, firstly, this guy from Baldur's Gate, whose name I can't remember, the vampire, sexy vampire man, can't remember his name, sorry, I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3. Is anyone in the chat can tell me who this is right now? Is anyone there? I'll look him up quickly. His name is Astarion. I think it's Astarion or Astarion. Let me start again. Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. There you go. Princess Zelda from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, specifically. That's why I got all the armor and stuff and the big ears. And finally, Charlie Kelly from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. What a crazy mix of guys and gals. Although, I mean, it's quite funny. I might have given Charlie Day some, or Charlie Kelly, sorry, some like elvish like ears or something to go with it. But yeah, done some mug shots today. I'm very happy with all three, to be honest. I think they look great. I should pop them back there. There you go. So, got Charlie's like, ah! Right, so there they are. That's all three of them there. As I said, thank you so much for joining me. I will be streaming every single Monday at 7 PM, doing this sort of stuff or some other drawings here and there based on what projects I'm working on and stuff. But mainly it's going to be this sort of stuff, just sitting, chilling, and like taking requests and drawing characters. That's the plan. Also next week, not only am I doing this Monday night stream, on the Wednesday night I'll actually be playing Shenmue. That's right. If you happen to join me on the first part of the Shenmue Let's Play I did, it's been a long time coming, but I'm finally going to do part 2. Doing the Wednesday streams are going to be whenever I feel like doing them, to be honest. Mondays, they're going to be strict. They are Mondays. I'll be doing these drawings every Monday at 7 PM. The Wednesday streams, which is going to be video game ones, are going to be whenever I feel like it. But I've already booked myself in. Next Wednesday, I'll be playing Shenmue. And if you need to catch up, part 1 is already on my channel on YouTube. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. I guess I'll see you next week then. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And till next time.